What's up, Frenzy Head Nation? Coach Cole coming to you live from the Sports Frenzy Studios in Adrian, Michigan. And welcome to we got a few things rolling here. Welcome to the snow day version of Sports Frenzy. Way earlier version than normal. And also basically the Christmas edition of Sports Frenzy. That's right. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. We got a loud, big crowd tonight, sounds like. It's good to have you all here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. We are filming. It is Season 8, Episode 13 for everybody out there watching. And hey, the studio looks a little lighter today because I'm actually filming during the daylight. So we've got some natural lighting coming in from the window I have in here. So that helps out a lot, considerably, too. So yes, a lot going on. We got most of us had a snow day today. For those watching live Thursday, those watching Friday will hear that. Well, most of you had a snow day. I guess it's a sore subject there at Adrian, though. Sorry about that, Adrian fans. But getting the show done early because I'm going to be working on making some Christmas cookies in a little bit here. Anyway, just wanted to also mention that this is, I believe, the final episode before the new year. As I don't think everybody's going to be partying it up next week, so there won't be a frenzy for next week's edition. Everybody will be getting ready for Christmas, and so yes, Sports Frenzy will not be coming to you next week. This is the last Sports Frenzy before 2018. Believe it or not, how time flies. Also wanted to address some Ohio fans out there. Yes, you guys know who you are. Specifically, certain people calling me out saying that I was caught wearing red and white. Well, there's a reason. I can still wear red and white. Yes, red and white are Christmas colors. But I can justify wearing red and white for two reasons. One reason I'm wearing right now, that's right, the Detroit Red Wings, baby, are red and white. And the Grand Rapids Griffins, baby, are red and white. So there's no Ohio representing here on this body. Never, ever. If you see me in red and white representing Christmas, always think Detroit Red Wings and Grand Rapids Griffins. That's right. Ha 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 ha. All right, so we're going to jump right into things. And we'll get the recap show for you guys. And then we'll get into the other part of the show. All right, so last week's show, Season 8, Episode 12, we had some interesting games here. This first one, right off the bat, upset. Big upset in the college men's basketball rankings. We got Duke falling to Boston College 89-84. I was talking to Mr. Boring about this. Sand Creek legend, Mr. Boring. Jason Boring, to be exact. And when going into the weekend for this game, I said, wouldn't that be crazy if Boston College pulled off an upset? And they did! So, wow. Congratulations goes out to Boston College. Michigan State taking down South Utah 88-63. And Michigan, your first 3-point bonus game of the week has Michigan beating UCLA Bruins in overtime 78-69. Sorry, I missed that one. That sounded like a really good game. Adrian College getting it done against Wisconsin Lutheran. 86-73 was your final score there. Siena Heights getting a win over Lawrence Tech. 78-58. This is still the men's basketball. And Hillsdale getting it done against Walsh. 73-63. Moving on to women's basketball games. Adrian getting another win over St. Mary's College, 76-67. Hillsdale College getting another win over Walsh in the women's division, 87-74. And Siena Heights women getting it done against Lawrence Tech, 78-58. NBA action. The Pistons had a rough night in this series as Golden State beats them 102-98. And the San Antonio Spurs get it done against the Boston Celtics with a last-second shot. Those are painful. Those hurt. Final score there, 105-102. Moving into NHL hockey, the one game we had this week because I had my two favorite teams on there. The St. Louis Blues destroy the Detroit Red Wings 6-1. And the Grand Rapids Griffins fall to the Ice Hogs 4-1. But the Toledo Walleye get a win 5-2 over the Oilers. Moving into college hockey action. This will make MSU fans happy. MSU, and this was our other 3-point bonus game of the week. MSU takes it to Michigan 5-0 in hockey. And Western Michigan falls to Miami 5-2. Moving on to the National Lacrosse League. Our first games of the season opened up with the New England Blackwells getting a win over the Swarm 13-11. The Buffalo Bandits getting it done against the Toronto Rock 13-9. The Colorado Mammoth defeating the Vancouver Stealth 15-8. And the Rochester Nighthawks getting it done in a big way against the Calgary Roughnecks 17-6. Wow. That was opening weekend, I should say, for the NLL lacrosse action. All right, and our final college game, our final game of the week for that sheet for last week's games, we saw the Hudson Tigers getting a win over Sand Creek Aggies 47-35. And that, folks, finishes off last week's games for you. And we're going to jump into this week's schedule. And one thing I didn't put on here, I just got a chance to start looking at it, and I knew they were starting soon, but I wasn't sure how soon. And usually with these, I'm not real sure. Okay, so my thoughts on bowl games. There's so many bowl games anymore that it's hard to pick what are the good games and what are the bad games. And we're going to go over some of these bowl games towards the end of the show. I guess, in a sense, this is also in the past we've done a bowl game special. So this is kind of that wrapped into all the shows as well, too. We have I'll give you the schedule. I'll give you a rundown of the schedule for this year's bowl games, which start this weekend. So, yes. Big stuff coming up. But first, let's jump into this week's games. We are covering, again, it's Season 8, Episode 13. We're going to start off with some NCAA, or men's basketball. All right, so get out my cards and be ready for this. First game we have on tap this week features the talents of the 5 wins, 5 losses, the Indiana Hoosiers. And they are traveling to the 18th ranked, 8 wins, 2 losses, Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And this game is a 2:30 game, 2:30 p.m. Saturday on Fox. Notre Dame's ranked. They have the better record. But Indiana... Coincidentally, I think I'm wearing Indiana colors as well. Indiana is a college town. Or is it not college town? Of course they're a college town. They got a college there. They got a few colleges in Indiana. Indiana is a basketball town, state is what I'm saying here. Not even a town, they're a basketball state. And so I think right off the bat, I'm going to make this Coach Cole's upset special of the week and give it to the Indiana Hoosiers. Make note of that. It's Coach Cole's upset special. I've got Indiana for the win. All right, next game we have the number 2 ranked MSU. They have 8 wins and 1 loss. They're on the road this week playing the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, who have 6 wins and 4 losses. This game is at 2 p.m. Saturday. You can watch it on ESPNU. You know, I gotta tell you, in my opinion, especially in basketball, I don't feel like rankings mean a whole lot. I think it's who plays with the biggest heart, who plays with the biggest soul, who wants this game, who comes out and wants it. So you can't always give it. You can't always think, oh, that better record team like MSU is going to necessarily get the win, because if they slack off, if they show any lack of discipline and think this team is not that good, they could end up losing this game. I'm not saying they're going to lose. I'm just saying in any basketball game, somebody can step up and be a hero. I'm going to go with MSU on this one. But never underestimate the other team, is my thoughts. All right, next up we have the 4 wins and 6 losses Detroit Mercy. They're traveling to the greatest college. You guys know which one it is. I say it every week. That's right. Go Blue. Go Blue. Go, go, go Blue. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue. Michigan. They have 8 wins and 3 losses. This game is Saturday at 12 p.m. and you can watch this game on the ESPNU channel also. I've got the Michigan boys. Go Blue. Our next men's college basketball game, going with some local talents here. We have the 4 wins and 12 losses. 12 wins and 4 losses. Great Lakes Christian College. They're going to be right here in Adrian as they take on the 5 wins and 2 losses, the Adrian Bulldogs. This game is Saturday at 7 p.m. No TV, but you can, if you live in the area, you can come down and support them, watch them play. I don't think tickets are all that expensive for these games. So, yeah. I've got the Adrian Bulldogs for the win. Moving right along here. We have the Madonna Crusaders. They have 7 wins and 5 losses. They are on the road this week, traveling to the 5 wins, 5 losses, Siena Heights University. This game is Saturday at 3 p.m. You guys could take in 2 college games this weekend. You could go watch Siena Heights play, and then after that game's over, get a little something to eat, head on over and see Adrian play. Take in both colleges. Both colleges are in town. Ooh, Madonna's got 7 and 5. I'm going to go with some home court advantage. I'm going to go with some home team action this week. I'm going to give it to Siena Heights. Our final men's basketball game this week, we have the 6 wins and 3 losses Ohio Dominican. And they're on the road traveling to the red-hot Hillsdale College. They have 9 wins and 2 losses. This game is Saturday at 3 p.m. as well in Hillsdale. I've got to go with Hillsdale College. I have a few women's college basketball games for you this week. And this first game is a good one, and you're going to recognize these 2 teams because the men and the women are playing them this week. But more importantly, it's your first. Here we go. You guys ready? Sing it with me now. It's your first 3-point bonus game. It's your first 3-point bonus game. Come on, everybody. It's your first 3-point bonus game. Let me hear you now. It's your first. That's right. 3-point bonus game. It's your first 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. And this game features Ohio Dominican again. They have 6 wins and 2 losses in the women's division. And they are traveling to and playing Hillsdale, who has 5 wins and 3 losses. This game is Saturday at 1 p.m. I am continuing to go with Hillsdale. This next game for the women's division is also the same teams we just saw a few minutes ago. The Madonna Crusaders for the women's division. They have 6 wins and 6 losses. And they are traveling to Siena Heights, who has 5 wins and 7 losses. This game is being played Saturday at 5:30 p.m. I think I'm still going to go Siena Heights on this one. And the women's division. Coming up, we have Fort Wayne, who has 3 wins and 7 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the world's greatest college. You guys know who they are by now. That's right, we talk about them. They are loved by this show and everybody around us. That's right. Go blue. Go blue. Go, go, go blue. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. They are ranked number 24, by the way. The girls are. They have 7 wins and 1 loss. And this game is Saturday at 2 p.m. Unfortunately, I don't think the women get a whole lot of TV coverage, but you can go down to Chrysler Arena and watch the girls play, as I know some people do. I know Mr. Travis Boring and his family go there sometimes. That's because where I get some of my scores and updates for the women's games sometimes when they're there, so that's cool. I've got the Go Blue girls. We are moving into some NBA basketball action. I put a few games on here this week, but this first one is your second 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. Yeah. All right, we have the 14 wins, 12 losses, slowing down just a little bit. They were a little hotter than this earlier, so 14 wins and 12 losses. Your Detroit basketball Pistons. They're on the road this week, playing the somewhat red hot 16 wins, 11 losses. The Indiana Pacers. I used to have some interest in the Pacers, but since Larry Bird's no longer there, I have no interest in them anymore. This game is at 7 p.m. You can watch it on FSD, which is Fox Sports Detroit. I'm going with Detroit basketball. The Pistons. Next game we have on tap is also a Friday night game. And it is the 13 wins, 14 losses, the Utah Jazz. And they are playing against the 23 wins and 5 losses, my other favorite team, due to Larry Bird. The 23 wins and 5 losses, Boston Celtics. This game is on at 7:30, but I couldn't find a network for it, so I don't think it's televised unless you live in the Boston area. I've got the Boston Celtics for the win. And our final NBA action game of the week, we have Jason Boring's favorite team. That's right, the 19 wins and 8 losses. And I really like these guys too. Actually, these guys are one of the greatest teams around because they still represent and stand for everything that basketball should stand for. They have good sportsmanship. They're all team players. And nobody wants to leave this team. They're willing to take pay cuts to stay on this team. So I do really like the San Antonio Spurs. And they are playing the 21 wins and 4 losses, the Houston Rockets. I feel like the Spurs have the heart and soul of basketball and can get it done against the Rockets. I'm going the San Antonio Spurs. This game you can watch. This is also a Friday night game, 9:30 p.m. on ESPN. So it's a Friday night game, ESPN. Moving into some hockey action, yeah. hockey. NHL hockey action. We have the 20 wins and 10 losses. The Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, and I forgot to say this about all these games. Probably, I'm thinking almost every single one of these games. These records are as of the filming of the show right now, Thursday night for the audience. Well, no, I can't even say that because I'm doing this early. So these are from Wednesday night's scores and records. So because I'm filming the show early tonight, I don't have any of the I wouldn't have records for the Thursday games yet going into Friday. So records might have changed a little bit by the time you get into watching the show tomorrow. But nothing too drastic that should affect the way you guys decide what the teams you like, okay? So, yeah, what we have on record right now, the Maple Leafs have 20 wins and 10 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against the struggling this year. I have a bad feeling, unfortunately, I don't think our coach is going to survive much longer. The 11 wins and 13 losses and 4 overtime losses, the Detroit Red Wings. This is a Friday night game, 7 p.m., and you can watch this game on FS Detroit. Being a true fan that I am, I never give up. I've got the Detroit Red Wings. Never give up, never surrender, never give up on your team, baby. Detroit Red Wings for the win. Our next game is a Saturday game at 7 p.m. I could not find a network for this either, so it's just because it's one of my favorite teams that are on here. but it's the Winnipeg Jets. 17 wins, 8 losses, 4 overtime losses. And they are traveling to... They're on the road this week traveling to the 21 wins and 8 losses, 2 overtime losses, baby. That's right, I'm talking about those St. Louis Blues. This is a Saturday night game at 7 p.m. I've got those St. Louis Blues, yeah. And your final hockey game, no real reason why this one's on here. I just needed some filler games this week in different areas. I thought reason I needed a couple filler games is because I thought there was more NLL lacrosse games this week than there was, so I had to go back in and find some fillers. And I just grabbed a couple games that I found. This being one of them. The Tampa Bay Lightning. 21 wins, 6 losses, and 1 overtime loss. They are traveling to the Colorado Avalanche, who have 14 wins, 13 losses, and 1 overtime loss. This game is Saturday at 9 p.m. And ironically enough, apparently it's not televised either because I don't have a thing on there for them. So I usually try to get games that you guys can actually see or go to as well. So and I've kind of blown it this week. Anyway, Saturday night, 9 p.m. I am going to go with Tampa Bay Lightning, I guess. Being that they have the better record, and I really have no true interest in this game at all. So, filler game, like I said. All right, moving into minor league hockey action for you guys. We have the 7 wins and 12 losses. The Wolves, Chicago Wolves. They are traveling to the struggling defending champions this year. The 9 wins and 13 losses, the Grand Rapid Griffins. And no, Jamie Rose, I never did get my Griffins shirt. No, I didn't. I need to get me some Grand Rapids Griffins gear is what I need to do. And I have not done that yet. Long story short, for you guys who, excuse me, for my Haviland audience who didn't get in on this little fiasco last year. Last year I ordered a Grand Rapids Griffins hat and a Grand Rapids Griffins shirt. Both from some independent person on Amazon, that being my first mistake, because they had them both reasonably priced. The hat I only paid like $6 for. First clue, mistake right there. And the shirt they had for like $10, and they had like the current logo and everything on it. Well, got the hat. The hat came. And it was an old iron-on, teeny tiny little sticker that somebody had bought and put on one of those probably cheapo dollar ball caps that you can buy at the dollar store or something. Nobody really does iron-ons anymore, and this was like an iron-on, so it looked crappy and didn't look authentic at all. So first off, I was ticked off about that. And then I waited and 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 waited for my shirt. Shirt never came. I wrote the guy and wrote the guy and wrote the guy and wrote the guy. Reported him to Amazon. And I never got my shirt. Did I get a refund? No, I did not. No shirt. So, but if the shirt was as crappy as the hat, I probably wasn't missing out on much. So, long story short here, just go through the website and buy the official gear. Grand Rapids Griffins gear is not all that expensive on their website. It's not as expensive as like buying Detroit Red Wings gear or whatever. So yeah, next time when I have some money, I need to get me some Grand Rapids Griffins gear. I'm going through the official Grand Rapids Griffins website. With that being said, because you all were so excited to hear that story, I'm going with the Grand Rapids Griffins. Still believe in them, even though they're struggling. This is a Friday night game, 7:30, if I forgot to mention that. Next up, we have the Toledo Walleye. Red hot Toledo Walleye. Walleye are doing great. They have 14 wins, 7 losses, and 2 overtime losses. That's right, the Toledo Walleye. But they're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing the Brampton Beasts, who have 10 wins, 9 losses, 1 overtime loss. This game is Friday night at 7 p.m. With Griffins and Walleye games, you can actually, on the TuneIn radio app, you can pull up their broadcasts for the games if you want to just listen. If you're at home playing some Xbox or PS4, you could put it on your phone or your radio app, whatever your app is that you have, and listen to it while you're playing one of your games or something. There used to be, I don't know if as you live closer to Toledo, there was one of the stations that carried their network games somewhere too. So, and I think you can also, for both these games, you might be able to go online to their website. It'll cost you money, but I think you can buy the game for the night too if you want to go about doing it that way. But I've got the Toledo Walleye for the win. All right, we're cruising right along this week, guys. Let's see. We got NHL. Only a couple of games from NHL to finish things up here. So, let's see. Oh, we've got a few people. Jamie Rose commenting in on the Facebook Live feed saying that I need to get out and start shoveling, Tim. Already done that, Rose. Was doing that all morning long, so that's why I didn't film the show even earlier. My original intentions were to film the show even earlier, but I've been shoveling snow. You know, when you're an adult on snow days, it's not quite as fun as it used to be because you actually have to do some serious work like clean out your driveways. Jamie says I need to do his driveway now. Oh, that's about what we got too, Jamie. Jamie is commenting on the Facebook Live page saying that he got about 6 inches of snow. I'd say we got a good 4 or 5 inches of snow. So yeah, it was. And the fun part of all that snow stuff is, it wasn't heavy snow. I could actually push it out of the driveway. But once you get down to the sidewalks that you usually have to keep clean, and the snow remover truck has gone through and just shoved all that snow up there. It's like a fort, like a wall, and you have to use your shovel. And for those of us that have just a shovel, me, have to use your shovel to get through all that. Anyway, Jumping into our NLL lacrosse games of the week. We only have 2 this week. Our first Friday night game, we have the 0 wins and 1 loss Vancouver Stealth. And they are traveling to play the 0 wins and 1 loss Calgary Roughnecks. This is a Friday night game at 9 p.m. And again, just like I was telling you about the hockey games, the NLL has a website too that you can go to. I've got to get on there and check that out. Maybe I'll do that later on tonight with a little free time that I have. Check it out and see. I think you can either buy like a season pass and watch all these games online or something like that. And I don't even know how much it costs. I'll try and get prices for you guys and get back with you on that. And we'll cover that maybe after break. But yes, they have. So you can watch these games if you're willing to pay for them. Calgary Roughnecks, 0 wins, 1 loss. And you know what I say about 2 teams that are playing each other that both have losing records for the week? Some of you have heard it, some of you have not. And really, and then my wife called me out and told me that, isn't that the case anyway with any one of these teams? I always used to say, somebody's coming away a winner. And she told me, yeah, doesn't somebody always come away a winner? Good point. Anyway, Vancouver Stealth and the Calgary Roughnecks. Ooh. I think, just because I think they're cooler looking, I'm going to go with the Vancouver Stealth on this one. And your final game of the on record for the 2017 year, we have the Saskatchewan Rush. And with the Saskatchewan Rush, Jamie Rose and I like to do, oh, what a rush! They haven't even played yet. This will be their first game this week. They're traveling to and playing against the Toronto Rock. They have 0 wins and 1 loss. I think I'm going to go with the oh, what a rush, because they haven't played yet. So I'm giving the win to the Saskatchewan Rush. All right, that does it for the your picks here. But we have lots to cover yet on the show as far as information and things go. I want to jump in and touch base on bowl games, guys. It is bowl game season, and yes, your bowl games start this weekend. If you were missing some college football, well, guess what? You get to get back into some college football action. We'll give you a rundown of our games. So we have all right, it tells me who plays. Give me just a second here. I don't have records or anything for these guys, so basically I'm going to give you some basic information. So we have our first game is December 16th. Yes, guys, December 16th, 1 p.m. You can watch this game on ESPN, and this is the Mercedes-Benz Superdome Bowl. And it's Troy versus North Texas. Alright, this. Oh, if I tap on that, okay. I actually can give you guys some records here. Maybe. Huh. On certain games, I guess. So, Troy versus North Texas. They're like, man, you don't really need to know the record for that game. So our next game is CBS Sports Network. 2:30 you can watch this game. It is Western Kentucky versus Georgia Tech. What am I doing wrong? Oh, here we go. That's why I couldn't get it. Okay, so this game is 2:30, December 16th. Western Kentucky versus Georgia State. Western Kentucky has 6 wins, 6 losses, and they are playing and the Panthers. The Georgia State Panthers have 6 wins and 5 losses in that game. And that's a 2:30 game. This is not giving me. Hang on, bear with me for a second here on these bowl schedules here. Didn't 20. Alright, let's do it this way. See what this gives me. This first game is the So we got 6 games on December 16th. The bowl games are the Celebration Bowl, the New Orleans Bowl, the AutoNation Cure Cancer Orlando Bowl, the Cure Bowl. We have the Las Vegas Bowl, the New Mexico Bowl, the Camellia Bowl. Those are all on the 16th. Then we jump ahead to the 19th, and we have the Boca Raton Bowl. Alright, we'll go through this one more time. So the Celebration Bowl is on December 16th at 1 p.m. The New Orleans Bowl is on December 16th at 1 p.m. The Cure Bowl is on December 16th at 2:30 p.m. The Las Vegas Bowl is on December 16th at 3:30 p.m. And the New Mexico Bowl is on at 3:30 p.m. And the Kamala Bowl is on at 8 p.m. Then we jump to December 19th, and we have the Boca Raton Bowl at 7 p.m. And December 20th, we have the Frisco Bowl at 8 p.m. The 21st, we have the Gasparilla Bowl at 8 p.m. December 22nd, we have the Bahama Bowl at 12:30 p.m. Here's one you won't want to miss. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl, December 22nd at 4 p.m. December 23rd at 12 p.m. you have the Birmingham Bowl. December 23rd at 3:30 p.m. you have the Armed Forces Bowl. December 23rd at 7 p.m. you have the Dollar General Bowl. What if it only costs $1 to go to that one? December 24th, Christmas Eve, 8:30 p.m. Some people might be happy to go to this one. You got the Hawaii Bowl. Then we jump to December 26th. You have the Heart of Dallas Bowl at 5:15 p.m. Also on December 26th at 10 p.m. you have the Cactus Bowl. December 27th, you have the Independent Bowl at 1:30. December 27th at 5:15, you have the Pinstripe Bowl. And don't forget the famous Foster Farms Bowl on December 27th at 8:30 p.m. Along with the Texas Bowl at 9 p.m. on December 27th. December 28th, we have the Military Bowl at 1:30. You also have the Camping World Bowl at 5:15 p.m. The Valero Alamo Bowl, December 28th at 9 p.m. The Holiday Bowl, December 28th at 9 p.m. The Belk Bowl, December 29th at 1 p.m. The Sun Bowl, December 29th at 2 p.m. The Music City Bowl, December 29th at 4:30 p.m. The Arizona Bowl, December 29th at 5:30 p.m. The Cotton Bowl Classic, December 29th at 8:30 p.m. And here's a bowl that nobody can miss, the Tax Slayer Bowl, December 30th at 12 p.m. Then you have the Liberty Bowl, December 30th at 12:30 p.m. The Fiesta Bowl, December 30th at 4 p.m. The Orange Bowl, December 30th at 8 p.m. The Outback Bowl, January 1st at 12 p.m. The Peach Bowl, January 1st at 12:30 p.m. The Citrus Bowl, January 1st at 5 p.m. The All-State Sugar Bowl, January 1st at 8:45. And on January 8th, you will have the National College Championship game. Playoff National Championships. So, I'm not going to go through and tell you guys who's playing at every bowl game here. You can go online and find out your team, which teams you like, and what bowl they're playing at. I can tell you Michigan plays January 1st. Alabama plays January 1st. Michigan's on at 12 p.m. Alabama's on at 8:45. Michigan will be on ESPN2. Alabama will be on ESPN. Some other big games. Wisconsin and Miami is on ESPN on December 30th, 8 p.m. If you like Penn State, they play 4 p.m. on December 30th. For you Ohio fans, your bowl game is December 29th at 8:30 p.m. That'll be on ESPN. Kentucky Northwestern game, December 29th, 4:30 p.m. ESPN. And Arizona versus Purdue, December 27th on Fox, 8:30 p.m. Central Michigan's got Wyoming, December 22nd on ESPN. But yes, just go online to your favorite sports site for more information on all the bowl games. That's the rundown of all the bowl games for you guys. I mean, ridiculous that there's that many bowl games anymore, but I guess in a sense it's cool to see a lot of college football this time of the year. So, and that's kind of what they buck on. All right, we're going to jump over to our Facebook page. And I'm going to give you guys some quick information on things I've been posting on the Facebook page lately. Some quick news and things going on that way. Let's see what we got going on here. Michigan making some coaching changes. This coaching change wasn't what I consider really a big, major coaching change, although kinda. I guess he's been on staff for 9 years straight, but it's their weight room person. That guy. They're changing here. But he was on the staff with them for 9 years, so they're making a change on that front. Some people are saying they're liking what our new coach for the Detroit Tigers had to say yesterday. Said he had a lot of good things to say about the team. A lot of points that interested people. I didn't actually get to see the interview, but it is posted on the Facebook page if you want to check it out. John O'Korn getting himself in a little bit of heated trouble, and nothing bad. I didn't do anything bad. He's just talking. So his talking, he was saying that even though we got a new quarterback in camp right now, John O'Korn commented that he is looking forward to Brendan Peters being the starter next season. So, a little bit, I don't know, dropping a bomb on the new guy. Which we'll get to some news on that in just a minute here. Detroit Tigers have traded Ian Kinsler to the Los Angeles Angels. So we've just lost another piece of the puzzle in the Tigers rotation. What did we get for him? Okay, so in return for him, we're getting right-hander Raquel Hernandez and center fielder Troy Montgomery from the Angels. So that's what we get in the trade. Congratulations goes out to Coach Gordy and the rest of the coaches in Hillsdale baseball team as they add 8 new recruits to the 2019 season. So welcome to the team, guys. And if you want to find out more about that story, you can go to our Facebook page for that. Congratulations goes out to Tigers, former Tigers. Well, once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Hall of Famers Jack Morrison and Alan Trammell. Congratulations goes out to you guys, finally getting the honor that you guys deserve. You could get more news and see some of the interviews with them on our Facebook page as well. And the other big news that we were just talking about, kind of, but not really. Former Ole Miss quarterback Shea Patterson is transferred to Michigan. And some people are predicting he will be the starter. But in the hardball camps of our situations, nobody just walks in and takes the position. You have to earn it. So Shea Patterson is a Michigan man now, but no guarantees that he will be handed. He will not be just handed the position. Congratulations goes out to Baker Mayfi, probably butchering his name, from Oklahoma, who was this year's Heisman Trophy winner. So congratulations to him. And I'm going to go ahead and end things right there. That's about all I have for you guys this week, guys. So, yeah, that's it as far as going into next year. We'll be rolling into 2018 here soon, guys, and I just want to thank you all for thank you for your continued love and support of the show and all that you guys do to it's awesome to have you guys along for the ride. I hope everybody has a great Christmas and a nice break. I know we do have on next week of school yet, but again, there won't be a sports frenzy for next week. However, you guys will get your sheets back with your records. I always try to get that done for you guys as well. But everybody have a great time with your families and whatever you do for this weekend and beyond. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone. And we'll see you again when we come back in the new year of 2018. And as always, go blue. I'm the coach. And I'm out. Merry Christmas, everybody.